State regulators are about to make a decision that could impact your monthly utility bill.
Evergy is asking for permission to track costs related to COVID-19. And as consumer IT reporter Kat Reed explains, if approved, the company could later ask to recover those costs from you.
Just down the street from Missouri's capital, there's a conversation happening in Jefferson City. One that may seem far removed from your life, but
this is something that affects every household in Missouri.
It all starts with the Missouri Public Service Commission, which regulates investor-owned utilities in the state. Companies like Evergy, which recently approached regulators with a request.
The point of this order, and we want to reassure our customers, is that we're simply just tracking cost and savings related to an unusual event.
Evergy is asking regulators for permission to track the financial impact of COVID-19. That includes the cost of things like PPE for employees, increased debt expense, and the cost of some of these waived fee revenues they're offering. If the order is approved, Evergy could seek later on to recover costs from customers. In its May application for the order, Evergy cited the closures of department stores, casinos, and movie theaters, saying those have, quote, reduced Evergy's revenues substantially and will continue to do so for an unknown period of time. The request also mentions the financial impact of suspending disconnections and offering flexible payment plans. While Evergy's third quarter results showed only a slight dip in earnings, net income for January through September shows a $39 million decline this year compared to 2019.
We understand that Evergy needs to seek, some sort of regulatory safeguards for this, but to do that in absence of any safeguards for their customers, we think is not something that the state should allow.
James Owen is executive director of the nonprofit Renew Missouri. He's calling for Evergy to offer more bill assistance. That could insulate ratepayers if the company does decide to recover costs later on.
I'm not asking for a clean slate here, but I'm asking for some percentage of these bills to be looked past and forgiven and not have to be applied to other ratepayers.
Owen said what Spire agreed to was a good start. As part of its accounting order, the gas company will offer up to $400 in assistance for customers who are behind on bills and the option to enroll in an 18-month payment arrangement.
Customers who are struggling for the first time, they've never gone through this. They don't know what options there are out there, and there need to be additional options.
Evergy did offer a 12-month payment plan that ends in December, but may be extended.
Through many different payment plans we feature, we've been able to keep about 100,000 customers up and running.
The company says if an agreement is approved by regulators, it will continue waiving late fees through March 31st. Evergy also points to credits offered to customers over the summer and the $1 million committed back in May to bill assistance.
Is Evergy considering a rate increase as a result of the pandemic?
Yeah, as of right now, that's not something that we have made a decision on.
But it all starts with the conversation happening in Jefferson City.
You might say, well, I'm paying my bill. I'm covering this. Why should I worry about somebody else who's behind? Why should I worry about someone who lost their job? Isn't that their tough luck? In the end, we all end up paying for that.
I'm consumer IT reporter Kat Reed, 41 Action News.